Well, welcome to Lazy Wednesdays. We're coming to you live from the past.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Tim.
My name is Josh. I have with me fourth man, a better man, the quintessential, quadressential man. His name is JoJo.
Hi, my name is Joe.
Yeah, you're allowed to talk. It's a podcast.
Yeah.
They can't see you.
That's kind of the purpose.
I can't.
Waving
I can't talk.
does
Sorry.
nothing.
No,
They
I didn't wave.
can't
What are you
see.
doing? I used a lighter.
Oh my god.
No, I'm Joe. Probably the most technically experienced here.
Yes.
And I
I
would
would
Only
agree. I would agree to
technically
that.
experienced.
I would agree to that.
Only the most technical.
Only technically
Yeah.
experienced.
So yeah, this is
So,
kind of a cool episode.
I'll probably end up helping them a lot.
Yeah.
Joe is actually going to edit some stuff with us. He's done some camera work with us.
Yeah, it's super exciting. Like,
Just for his sake, we have a new project coming out tomorrow, which we're going to tease in a minute here. And he had no part in it, and it was really bad. So
yeah, exactly.
don't blame him for how ugly it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Blame him for how ugly it wasn't.
Well, anyway, so it's kind of cool. With this podcast, we're actually out sitting on a beach in Clarkston. Actually,
Because we can't afford a studio. Pay us money.
yeah,
please.
we can't afford a studio, and plus we were hanging out with friends. It was part of our kind of like a combined Tuesday adventure that we decided to do.
Yep.
Which you don't know that, so haha. But yeah, we decided for today, for our Tuesday adventure, what we did was we went to Colfax and had a great time in Colfax. Josh was playing some music, practicing for a kick booty band, and
we kick all kinds of booties.
yeah, so much
We
booty is
kick
kicked.
cow booties. We kick normal booties.
There's a lot of booty that's
Pirate
kicked.
booties.
It's pretty crazy. Pirate booty, that's awesome. And then after that, we're like, well, what else can we do? Cool enough, I did actually get to buy my hammock, which is super
That's a
exciting.
thing
finally,
that happened.
yeah,
We got the hammock.
we finally got the hammock.
If you-
I'm excited about
could
that.
you-
And after that, we decided to go down to Lewiston and hang out with some friends. Sadly, Riley wasn't able to join us, so
Riley was with us the whole time.
she was with us the whole time. Her spirit was there. Rest in peace for her at home and at work.
Rests wherever
She was.
may.
And it was, but with today, it was a special day because I brought along Joe with us. And what's cool is that he's going to start joining us on more projects, kind of here and there.
Which means I don't have to do all the legwork.
Exactly. And
True.
it's great. It's fun to add a new person, so I'm super excited, with that. So yeah, we're doing Adventure Tuesdays, and this is going to be continuing.
Adventure Lazy Wednesdays.
Exactly. We got our Lazy Wednesday.
And
Super excited.
now introducing the official announcement of React Thursdays with a trademark proof K. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat. It's spelled REAKAT.
Exactly.
Get React, bro.
Yeah, and so yeah, kind of with that was something that Josh. Why don't you talk a little bit about it before we do our
Well,
kind
so
of
I
segment with
introduced it. I did introduce it in the actual video, but I'll do some talk about it here. So basically, I was like, my friends are not a part of the animation community, and I am, and I'm curious to see how they would react if I showed them all the crazy weird things that are out there. And they're not all weird, but they're all definitely weird.
Some of them are pretty weird.
Some of them are
Exactly.
exceptionally weird. We started off pretty soft, I think. We actually
Yeah.
basically all of this week's content was done ahead of time because all three of us are out of town in
And
different places.
Joe's,
for the
doing
week.
stuff.
So
I would assume working.
yeah, working.
Probably, losing his mind to Steam deals, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Yeah.
But with the React Thursdays, it was interesting. But I guess we should first kind of explain the plot line to Joe a little bit, and then kind of talk about what we noticed from it. That'd be cool. You want to
Alright,
do that?
so the title is this is kind of a giveaway, I guess, because there wasn't really a lot of tension. There wasn't really a lot of build-up. It was just like, okay, pick one, and then he picked one.
Yeah.
So the title, the video that they reacted to is Pandora's Chorus, Episode 1.
By I Will Bring You Down.
By I'll Bring You Down. There's no will.
Or it's just I Bring You Down?
It's a contraction.
Oh, it's I Bring You Down.
I'll bring you down.
I'll Bring You Down.
There's
Okay.
no apostrophe
Sorry.
either.
So it's
I
I'll
guess
bring you-
technically it's
it's
ill bring you down because you can't have apostrophes.
And-
Actually, I think you can have apostrophes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
in your YouTube
But yeah,
it's all
so
one
I
word.
was the one who started this off, and I picked that one partially because of the name, and I realized that I am also a bring down for a lot of people, so I connected with that.
There was a connection there.
There was a nice
That
connection.
was
Yeah, it feels
very
bad.
important.
It was a gentle connection.
All right, so since Tim definitely has the worst understanding of the plot,
horrific.
he's gonna try and go first.
Oh,
Jake's
goodness.
gonna try and fill in any gaps.
Ah, okay.
and
So-
I'll be here for bailouts.
There's like a Game of Thrones kingdom with a lot of wolves. Like lots of wolves. There's a lot of colors.
Are the wolves the people?
I think so.
The wolves are people.
The wolves are people.
The wolves are people, but
No,
do
they're
they
wolves
look like-
that talk like human. They're wolves that
they're
talk
wolves
like humans.
that talk like humans. They're not
Yes.
like a.
Yeah.
They're not like
wolf.
actual
And I will
wolves.
make a clarification. They
They're
are
not-
not furries. I was very confused on that, and I apologize. That
Technically,
can be-
I mean,
Are you
to
sure they're
to
not
some
furries?
degree,
I mean-
they're not like completely anthropomorphic.
yeah.
But I mean, I guess they're
Do they walk on four
and
legs?
they
Yes.
they walk on four legs
Okay, so
and
they're not-
don't have opposable thumbs.
I'm trash is more or less what we're getting at. Anyway, so
Busted.
yeah. So basically, yeah.
Furry busted.
Furry
We're the
busted.
furry busters. Is it a furry?
Is it a
Will
furry?
it furry?
Will it furry? Will it furry all day, every day? We don't know, but
You know, no.
I obviously don't know.
No, I can't say that.
But anyway, back to the storyline, right? So there's like a box. It's a really cool box. There's a lot of like colors and stuff that come out of it. It's kind of crazy. So there's like a box. There's a lot of colors that are coming out of the box. There's a lot of like this kingdom, and there's like this evil wolf that has like white glowing eyes. That's like, oh, screw you, I'm gonna take your child.
Does
Takes
it have
the
a
child.
scar?
No, but it has just white eyes. Like it has no color, like no iris or anything.
What
just
color is the fur?
Gray. So it's, you can tell it's evil because it's gray.
So it's not a rip-off of the one Lion King ripped off.
Yeah, it's not like a Lion King ripoff of Scar.
Not
No,
a
no.
double ripoff.
Not a
No,
double
the
ripoff.
Lion
Yeah.
King ripped off this certain movie. I can't remember.
Oh,
it was like
yeah.
a Japanese
Yeah, it was
movie.
the
Oh, yeah.
It was the animanga.
Yeah,
Animunga.
something like that.
But yeah, so there's like that happening, right? And then these two wolves, one of them's like this one wolf that I don't remember her name is, and the other one's name is George, and I don't remember George because it's a really lame name. And they like see this little baby wolf, and they're like, oh, what should we do? And the woman's like, the girl wolf is like, yo, we should take it. And George the asshole's like, no, we should leave it and let it die. And they're like, no, that's stupid.
He's
and so then they,
paraphrasing.
I'm paraphrasing.
This is definitely
Like,
paraphrasing.
hella paraphrasing. And, yeah, so they take the wolf, and that's the end of the episode. There's, like, a lot of backstory, but I was more focused on the colors and thinking they were furries. Hey, Jacob, you want to try to fill in?
Yeah, okay, so
That was like, Tim, shut up.
no,
You
you're right.
ruined it. for
So
everyone.
there's an intro sequence, right? And in the intro sequence, it's explained that, you know, there was once this great evil or whatever, and these, like, three wolf spirits, I forgot what they were called, because it was,
Sorry.
like, you know, it was, like, cryptic names or whatever. But
Things we don't understand.
they came together to create a magic box, essentially, to put the evil in.
So Pandora's box.
Yes.
So it's like,
But
it's like Pandora's box
whoever
with wolves.
whoever opens the box gets a bunch of powers to close, like, because, you know, if they accidentally open it, I guess, so that they can close it and put the evil back in it. And like they hit the box, but there's a key to the box, and the key is
Why?
kind of hinted at being the puppy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The key's the puppy? I did not get that.
So wait. So
Shoot, I feel
why
really
have
dumb.
a key to a box that holds all evil?
Well, I guess because you kind of have to make a key. You know what I mean? Like,
It has
I
to be
think
a
it's like
really good key, too.
It's like a magical rule that if you do something, it has to be able to be undone, I guess.
silly. But yeah, so that was the first episode.
That kind of sounds like a timers on giant nuclear bombs.
So the only thing that was really missed between all of those were just that the pup happens to be the king's son.
Oh,
I
what?
didn't catch that.
Missed
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, that was.
I missed a lot of it.
That was spoken pretty plainly.
Oh.
Huh.
It's
You
not
didn't
even-
get that.
Not even just conjecture. That's just. Well, I guess.
Oh, is that
I guess
the-
it's kind of.
Is that the reason why the king is like
Well,
expanding
so at the
his,
beginning,
like,
the king's-
soldiers or whatever?
The king's
Wait, he's
like.
doing that too?
Yeah.
You sound oblivious.
You just
Tim.
weren't very paying attention.
You thought they.
really
if I
wasn't.
remember
I'm
right,
gonna have
you
to pay
thought
attention
you
next
thought they said
episode.
keys.
Yes.
But
When
it
they
was
said- They were
king.
talking about the king, and you're like, "What keys?"
Oh
then-
yeah, I do remember that because I heard keys.
But no,
totally
yeah.
remember
So
that.
the king's son was stolen,
Oh,
and the king's son is the key.
yeah, he's special. Also, George probably isn't that bad.
George is just kind of
He's scared.
yeah. Well, Thea.
Whoa, wait. Is the box already open?
No.
The box
No.
isn't open.
It's
Well,
closed.
I mean, it
So
could
then-
be.
So then screw the kid. Then.
I don't know if it's that
Sorry.
far.
Well, I think
No,
I
no
think
kid
someone else
screwing.
will become the kid, and
This
that's
is
also that's pretty
PG-13.
evil to
Yeah.
just like straight up kill
PG-13,
the
no
kid.
kids screwing.
Cut that.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be kind of messed up to kill the kid, and maybe like the key powers would pass on to whoever killed them. Maybe.
Well, maybe just entrap the kid. Just give him like a luxurious tower or something. Just like
So like
Like-
pulling a
like-
Rapunzel,
like
Rapunzel without hair.
Rapunzel. Well, he's got plenty of hair. He's
Yeah, but Rapunzel
a
without
wolf.
like.
or Rapunzel with shorter hair.
Yeah.
all over her body, and she's a dog.
wolf.
Dog Punzel. It's the next DreamWorks film.
Yeah, make that.
Pay me money to write you that, DreamWorks. I'll do it for money.
Probably not.
We're all doing this.
I would do it for money. They
What are you
wouldn't pay
talking
me
about?
for it, but I'd do it.
You just make your own series.
I'd
It could
do
be
it for
after
money. They wouldn't
Hyperburgers
pay me for
is
it, but
now
I'd
Dog
do it.
Punzel.
I doubt that they would hire me for it, but if they hired me for it, I'd do it for
Alright.
money.
Exactly. So yeah, that's kind of what. So that's kind of a synopsis of
was-
Pandora's Chorus. Although they
How
spelled
long was
chorus
the
wrong,
video?
it was like
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
Oh, okay.
It was a quick little video,
so,
but I
so
want.
it's definitely bearable.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
this
Well,
is not.
No.
Pandora's Chorus is probably the least trash thing I could have showed them.
Okay.
But yeah, so like I guess now kind of getting more serious about like talking about it. Now that we've kind of give like our synopsis
so
of it.
what's a art style like? Is it like?
So yeah, the art style is like a. Well, it's interesting because there's multiple artists working on this piece, correct?
And actually, I think it's hilarious this is coming out before the actual episode because I might have been mistaken with that because although the future episodes do have multiple artists, I'm not
Sure,
for
if the
certain
first one.
that the first one. I think
Okay.
the first one was just one artist, and
Yeah.
so now I feel really.
It was.
dumb.
It's kind of hard to explain the art style.
I
don't
think
know.
this-
It was very colorful.
Colorful,
It's very
cartoony.
So it's in like a forest, so it's lush greens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lush greens. The first part of it's done with like a brown like background hue with like a lot of colors coming out from talking about the box and like the wolves and stuff and the whole backstory.
And it's kind of, it's not, I don't know if sparsely animated is the right word.
So it's.
I'm not saying I
It's,
didn't say
it's, it's done in what is referred to as an animatic style, in which
Oh.
there's still moving pictures
Yeah.
rather than fully animated, which this series actually, for the most part, popularized. I mean, other series in the past have done it, I'm sure, and there's other series that also helped further popularize it, but this is one of the first
Yeah.
bigger series that utilized that.
I mean, like, and what was cool too is as much like flack as I gave it when I was, reacting to it. I will say that I actually did really enjoy it. I really liked it. I liked the style. It's an interesting plot line. I definitely need to pay more attention to the plot line, obviously. I really liked it though. Like, I actually wanted to watch more, and I would watch the second episode. And I'm excited to kind of continue the series because it was definitely an enjoyable experience.
Probably have to do that on a future episode of React with the K Thursday.
Exactly,
Yeah.
so that we don't get
That
sued.
rhymes. That's
React with
pretty
the K
cool.
Thursday.
React
Yeah,
with the K Thursday.
Bam.
Don't want them fine bros coming after
Don't
us.
want
Exactly.
those
Now we're gonna have to
fine bros.
copyright that so that we don't.
We actually have to copyright it. So,
Yeah.
So,
So that we don't get
Good
like
luck finding the money for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you guys should pay us money.
pay us
Yeah.
money. Send us your checks. Give us your credit card.
We'll
Exactly.
copyright reacts for
Don't
you.
do that. Just give us views. Just
Give
share
us
it with your
views.
friends.
Views will work.
Exactly.
Share it with your
Views,
friends.
subscribe,
Like
all
and
that
subscribe. Watch the videos.
Yeah, check out our other stuff too.
Watch
but,
all our videos. Watch my videos.
Just watch them. Straight up
that-
watch them. Binge
Alright.
them.
What's our
if you
next
ask.
segment?
Our
So our
next
next segment is
segment
going to currently.
How do we do that? We did a
Currently enjoying stuff, right?
Yeah,
That's what it is.
I
You
don't
ready?
remember.
Want to try it?
It's like
3, 2, 1. Currently enjoying stuff.
it's supposed to be kind of like Bill Wirtz, except the worst Bill
Yeah.
Wirtz.
So it's Bill Worst. Exactly. And so kind of to start this off, this kind of segment, we have to discuss something that is beautiful, that destroys wallets one game at a time, or multiple
Oh,
games.
dear
And that is,
Lord.
here it is, the Steam Summer Sale.
Steam Summer Sale.
So for you guys who know and don't know, Steam Summer Sale is going all the way to July 5th, and they have
all the way.
crazy awesome
All
deals
kinds
for
of money.
crazy awesome
Plenty
games.
of deals.
Exactly. And so
It's
to kind
like
of start
Trump's
off, yeah,
wet dream.
I don't
these
know
are
about
the,
that.
I don't know either.
Doesn't he get small loans with $1 million?
I don't know, but let's move away from
Those
that.
are
We're not
my-
talking
Might
about
as well
politics
be
here.
a small loan.
We're
of
not
$1
talking about
million.
politics here. We're moving and we're talking about Steam Summer Sales. And so I think it would be great because I know all of us are avid, gamers.
I know the other day
And,
I opened my phone and it said I had an email from Steam that 15 items from my wish list are on sale and most of them were less than $2.
Except you only had $5.
Except
in your
I
wallet.
don't have any money because I quit my job to do things.
Exactly. To become a full-time musician.
Full-time music, full-time
Fun employment.
full-time YouTube, part-time, attractive, young, virile male.
Exactly. He's single too. which is
Single
exciting.
and ready to jingle. And by that I mean
Not.
with like
Sing.
jingles like commercials,
Exactly.
like power, that kind of jingle.
Exactly. But so to kind of move this segment, I think it'd be great. So like the Steam Summer Sale has some amazing deals, and I was super excited about it when I found out about it because I had some money, and then I had more money. So I guess to kind of start this off, I think it'd be cool to kind of talk about the games that
Buy
that
Star
we're
Wars
super excited
Battlefront
about.
2.
Exactly.
It's good. If you don't have it already,
It's a
you
classic.
should have it already.
It's a
Play it
classic.
with your friends. Play it with your family. Play it with your dog. Your dog will beat you, and you will cry.
It's worth it. That was like one of the ones I got really excited for because there was people at my work who were super excited and loved that game. And so the fact that like that was on sale for $249, I was like, oh, I gotta buy that.
Ridiculous.
There was that. It was cheap.
It
That
was
the
like
crazy thing.
$7,000 when it came out, and now
It was
it's
crazy. Now it's like
$259.
$249.
$49.
And
I think it was around
it was like
15, $20.
yeah, it was
Yeah, no,
it was
it
pretty
was-
expensive. It was not
Pretty
$7,000.
expensive though.
Yeah,
inflation.
for an
If
older
you
game,
factor for
crazy.
inflation, it's pretty big.
Yeah, so there was that. Like some of the other games that I got were Dishonored, which I love. It's one of my favorite.
I already have Dishonored.
I did not
bought
have it, but it was like
Wait, did I buy it? I don't think I bought it at full price.
Yeah.
well, it was like
I definitely
$249
didn't
when
buy
I
full
bought
price.
it.
You rarely ever.
I
buy
bought it
anything at
for
full
see
price
yeah,
on Steam.
yeah.
no,
But I bought it for $249, and then the other game I got, which is also kind of an older game, is Call of Duty World at War because I really love the zombies and it's a good
There's lots
game.
of guns.
There's a
lots
lot,
of
but like
killing.
also the storyline was good too and
Murder for
whatnot.
fun.
But so those are like some of the games that I got. What about you, Joe?
For me, I ended up blowing all my money. I have like 73 cents left in my bank account. I blew all my money. I got Prey. I'm excited about that one.
Have you started playing it yet?
No, but
No.
I've heard it's okay.
It's okay.
It's not
Did you get the Jesus DLC for that?
the what? The Jesus
It's a
DLC?
game. It's a game called Prey. It was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like Prey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got it
Good
now.
shit.
Papa
Thanks.
bless.
No, but anyway.
Papa Bless mod.
The Papa Blast mod.
No,
If you guys don't get that reference, sorry.
I heard it was okay. I know the genre is kind of like System Shock 2, and I really like that game.
Okay.
So it should be good.
What else
We
did you
should
get?
Prey that new fancy one with all the stuff.
It's like
Yeah,
Alien, but like
it's
more
the one
exciting.
where he starts injecting drugs into his eyeball. So
Oh,
that's
that's
pretty.
exciting.
Oh, that's pretty
Jeez.
painful. My dad once had to.
I
have
can see
stuff
what you
injected
said
in his
there.
eyeball.
That doesn't make sense.
I
I retract that statement.
Have you guys
I
ever
tried to
played
make
the
up
first the original Prey game?
Yeah, I saw the
No.
gameplay of
It was
it.
pretty fun.
It's so.
It
It
was
looks.
bizarre.
It's such a weird concept.
It
for
is.
That game.
So
It's
can you
like-
describe a little bit about it? Because
So-
I've never actually had
I mean,
about it. I wanna
the
hear from Joe
original-
that- yeah.
The original Prey, you play this Native American guy
Okay.
who's living on a reservation,
Yeah. It's,
and you get abducted by aliens, and your ancestors help you by giving you powers to.
That's really
it was his
interesting.
grandfather, right?
Yeah, specifically, I think it was his grandfather.
Yeah.
So it was pretty interesting combination of like sci-fi and like ancient, or I don't know about ancient, but
mysticism,
cultural.
Yeah. Kinda like Star Wars,
Native
except
American
with
stuff.
Native
I don't
Americans.
remember exactly which tribe
So it's
he
like
was.
Star Wars with
I don't
darker
remember
skin.
either, but wasn't his like spirit animal like
Not
an
in, like, a
eagle or
racist way.
something?
Yeah, I think it was an eagle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
and I
a
remember-
pretty fun game.
some of the guns were really unique. for
Really
that
shooty?
game.
Yes.
Really
Well,
shooty.
would you describe them as shooty?
No, I'd describe them as like weird, organic, like
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All like
They
they
made,
like
like-
the flesh guns.
yeah, a little bit, yeah. Like
The flesh stores are a little nasty.
yeah, they're pretty gross.
Okay.
So, but
Interesting.
It's
What
pretty
other
interesting.
good games that have you gotten the chance to buy?
I
yet?
got Shadow of Mordor for like $5.
I know it's all super
And
cheap, and my
I
computer can.
I honestly wouldn't.
You
I
wouldn't
don't.
buy it?
I don't really like Lord of the Rings in the first place,
Mhm.
so I wouldn't.
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Sad
I wouldn't
moments
buy it
with Joe.
for its original listing price,
Right.
or even
It's like
for-
$30.
for
a
anything
pretty
close
big
to
game.
$20. I wouldn't.
Buy it.
I wouldn't buy it just because the story isn't that great in the first place either.
Right.
I do enjoy like the kind of mechanics with the orcs.
Okay.
How you can recruit them, and
Yeah.
you kind of
And
make
how
your
they
own
have
story.
sometimes very silly names.
Yeah,
True.
and then
They have some
that's
fun names.
the.
Definitely,
That's-
the developers were like, "What can we have fun with?" And they're like, "Names."
One of my
don't
favorite
think
name
they
is
expect-
Hobbit Lover.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Yeah.
I don't think they expected that mechanic to be such widely received.
The naming
Yeah.
mechanic, or
No,
the
just
Nemesis
the-
system.
Nemesis.
Just the Nemesis.
But the naming
Nemesis.
mechanic was pretty grand
But
too.
I hear it's really great. I've watched some funny like YouTube
Yeah, definitely.
stuff on that, and it's It's actually pretty funny.
Plenty of funny things on YouTube. Speaking of plug time, this is Adventure Tuesday was yesterday. Go watch it if you didn't.
Yeah, check that out. It's
Don't
gonna be,
watch
this
it right
one's
now.
gonna be
Finish
even...
this first. Finish this first. We need
Yeah,
to watch
exactly.
time. Finish this first.
Exactly. Well, I mean, so have you gotten any? Are you like excited for any other things, or have you bought anything else besides
I got this stealth game, and it has like an interesting kind of art style.
Okay.
I can't remember the name. I'm pretty sure it starts with an A, but it's not Alien Isolation. That game was fun, but the story peters out at the end. Very disappointing ending.
That's kind of a bummer.
But the gameplay is amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's exciting.
That-
So yeah,
That was. I think that's all I got.
that's awesome. So Josh, what have you been excited for? You know?
I
got
mean,
Star Wars
I bought
Battlefront
Star Wars
2.
Battlefront 2. I haven't actually even downloaded it.
Yeah,
yet.
neither have
I'm just
I.
so busy this week that I don't have time for it.
That's
But I've been playing a lot of Overwatch because I got it while it was on sale. It's pretty fun. I enjoy it.
Do you have any friends on it?
I actually have a couple friends, some of whom I know already in real life, and then a couple people who I just was like randomly queued up in a game with them, and then I just was like, hey, over the mic, and they're like, hey, and then we won, and then I was like, hey, let's be friends.
Yeah, so I think that game's great with friends. I don't have any friends on that game that play that game regularly.
You're you know,
I'm your guy.
you're looking at him,
I'm
even
your-
though
I'm
you
your-
know you
and
can't
I'm
see
your
it,
boy, man.
audience, but
I mean, I
he's
get,
your boy,
I'm your boy,
BOII.
man.
I get it's kind of a fun game. It's a little bit of a mesh between MOBA and FPS.
Yeah, it's
But-
got some fun mechanics.
Yeah,
I mostly play support classes just because I'm less good at shooting, killing, more good at telling people that they're not doing their job.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Nice.
I don't like shooters too much, especially like multiplayer shooters.
Right.
So,
Now, multiplayer shooters can get really frustrating because I'm not very good.
well, yeah, that and I like MOBAs like League of Legends, and it's free, but it definitely hurts your wallet. when
Yeah,
you
because
start
you're
buying
buying
skins.
skins that do nothing.
They
They look
do some
cool.
things.
They make you feel better about yourself.
Skins equal
Yeah,
wins.
and then you feel worse because you spent a bunch of money on things you didn't
Skins
actually
to
need.
wins.
Well, some of the
Skins not
skins in that game
wins.
are actually pretty amazing, and that's usually what I buy.
Okay.
But there was this huge event on there with the Nightbringer Yasuo and the Dawnbringer Riven, and I ended up blowing like $100 on that. So
Ooh.
that was
So not only
Wah,
Steam. Steam
wah.
isn't the only thing
Yeah,
that hurts
so
your
Steam's not
wallet.
the only thing hurting your
Nope.
wallet.
no.
Sometimes it's the IRS.
Microtransactions.
Sometimes it's legalized,
It's
and
not-
sometimes
it's
it's
not
your
a-
girlfriend if you
I
have
don't know
one.
if that's
Ayo.
a microtransaction because you have to, because it has like its own storefront and it's not in game.
Right.
So it's like it's in the launcher. So
Yeah.
it might be a microtransaction.
Well, because they're making money off of you buying stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's.
And I guess I
I don't
might
know.
be using that too broadly. I don't know the
I
exact
don't know
definition
either.
of what it is.
Well,
so I just kind of
from
meant
my
more.
understanding, microtransactions just generally refers to a game that's built on rather than paying for the whole game, a full price that gives you everything. It's small prices for little
So-
pieces of the game.
So I mean,
So
yeah,
I guess to some degree,
it's-
it's microtransactions.
it's not quite
Yeah.
because it's just skins, but the champions you don't unlock immediately, and some of them are very good. And you might, it could be microtransactions to buy them if you want to play them. If you don't want to play for a long time, because it takes a lot of games to rack up that IP.
Mhm.
So yeah, but the entire game you can play, and you can win all of it without
Ever
really
spending a
without,
dime.
without spending a dime. But it's
But
just
will you
fun to
look
have
as
skins.
cool?
Yeah.
No, you won't.
Well,
So yeah.
Well, and I didn't get anything this year with the Steam sale.
But
But I'm still recovering from last year's Steam sale.
Yeah.
That was a big.
Because I got Wolfenstein: The New Order last year.
Right. But you just
But
started playing it, didn't
well,
you?
so my computer, our computer couldn't run it until recently
Mm-hmm.
because we just upgraded it quite a bit, along with Endless Legend, specifically with one DLC, it refused to run. So it's kind of nice being able to play those finally.
Yeah, but there's a game that you've been playing. It's Dragon Ball?
I've also been playing a lot of Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Why don't you talk about a little bit about that?
So that one's pretty cool, just as like a Dragon Ball fan.
Lots of fighty shooty.
Yep. Because
Shooty
like
fighty.
you
Not
get
really
to
shooty,
flighty shooty. Well, you shoot from your hands.
Well, I guess yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty
There's lots of
flighty.
shooty from your
Flighty,
hands.
fighty, shooty.
Josh likes to go beams a lot. So.
I only
Oh.
Makonkekasapa. That's not how you pronounce it.
Who is
Makonkekastapa.
it, Jacob?
What?
What is
Makonkekastapa?
The special beam cannon.
Yeah.
But it's not Makonkekastapa.
Classic.
Yeah,
That's
there's
a
some
hilarious
like bizarre.
name,
Well, Kamehameha, that means turtle power wave.
Yeah.
See, that seems like kind of ironic though, because it's a turtle, so it's just like this, like,
no, 'cause, like, he-
I'm coming at
No,
you.
'cause it's like, when you name a dojo, you usually name it after an animal, and so that's
Turtle
from
power.
the turtle dojo,
That's
essentially.
hilarious though. Yeah, so like,
Roshi's
how does that
got a
game work?
turtleback
Like,
man.
I'm curious as how that game works and like what you're actually trying to accomplish.
So you get to make your own character, which is pretty fun, and you're what's called a time patrol agent, and so you basically play through the plots of the show, and with that, you basically these other people are trying to change time and change how those things happened, usually by powering up the enemies or more people being there than there were supposed to be or something like that. And so you get to be involved throughout the show, essentially. And it's pretty
Basically,
fun.
you make sure that everything's just the way it was in the manga.
Ah, so yeah, you just don't
You're
go
the
off
manga
canon,
control.
is what they're telling
Yep.
you to do.
Don't go
Okay.
off canon.
And it's got a fun, like, training system where you learn moves from, your favorite characters in the game, and
Oh, that's really cool.
you can pick one of them to be your master or whatever.
Right.
And he'll narrate like the results screen. So like every time you complete a mission, you'll get a results screen, and depending on what rating you get, your instructor will say something different. And so I
okay.
currently have Nappa.
Nappa's the best instructor.
He's one of the funniest, like with the Dragon Ball Z Abridged series. He's one of the funniest guys from that, and so it's just kind of hilarious.
He's just the best character.
hearing his voice at all.
That's awesome.
He's
Because it
just the
brings
best
back
That sounds
character.
really interesting.
In canon, he's the best character.
Yeah.
Well, and it's great. It's
Killed them off
great
too
if
soon.
you're interested in Dragon Ball, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
And wanting to get into some of that, but also at the same time, like if you're a huge fan of Dragon Ball, and
That's
just wanting
super
to
awesome, yeah.
experience some of that nostalgia
Nice.
as you become a Super Saiyan or whatever.
Or super other races.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
definitely.
so there's like
Saiyans, please nerf.
I think there's 5 different races. There's
So
you get
there's
to
the
be
Saiyans, there's the Namekians, there's the Frieza's race, which is actually what they're called, and there's the humans, there's the Piccolos, I already said that.
there's the
There's the
Boos.
Boos.
So there's 5 races.
Oh, so you can be a boo?
I like
Yeah.
being,
That's great.
I like drinking them.
Well, and
That's a joke.
We
I'm
know.
underage.
it's kind of interesting too
Stay
with how
safe,
they've set
drink
up.
Stay
responsibly.
safe, stay sparkly.
It's interesting how they've
Drink
set
responsibly.
up.
I meant like sparkling water, like I was referring to non-alcoholic drinks.
It's interesting how they've set up the stat system because, like, for the different races, they're all kind of actually, and also for the different genders within each different race, they're built a little differently. So, different ones are better at different things.
Are there multiple genders for boos?
Yes,
That's interesting.
You can
Yeah.
be a lady boo.
I think the history of it was at one point, Boo was lonely, so he tore off a piece of himself. And I forgot what the girl was called, but basically it grew into a girl
Was
Boo.
the female called Boob?
No.
Okay. Dang.
Though
Well,
actually with Dragon
That sounds
Ball's
terrible.
naming system, that wouldn't be too
Yeah, that wouldn't
surprising.
be that outlandish.
Yeah,
compared to
like,
some other ones.
compared to something
All
yeah.
of the Saiyans are named after vegetables.
Yeah.
Like Goku's,
And all the half Saiyans are named after underwear. Not all of them.
nah,
Only
Goku's Saiyan name is Kakarot, which I don't remember exactly which vegetable that was.
It's carrot.
Is it carrot?
Yeah.
Kakarot.
I think it might be.
Carrot.
It's
Well,
just a
because
carrot.
it's hard to tell because it is
Kakarot.
Japanese,
Watermelon.
so
No,
it could
it's
be
not a
something
vegetable.
else.
It's a carrot. It's
But
what it
there's
is.
there's this other guy that's Kaba, is his name.
Cabbage.
There's Raditz.
Radish.
Yeah.
No, it's onion. What are you
Vegeta.
talking about?
Vegeta.
Vegetable.
Yeah. And then there's
Broly.
also Broly.
Broccoli.
But then with like Bulma, that's a underwear brand.
Well,
And
it's not a brand. It
is it
just
type?
literally means blue. It's bloomers.
oh, it means bloomers apparently.
It means panties.
And then her son Trunks. I mean, his name is Trunks. Their daughter
Is that for
is
shirts?
Bra. I forgot her dad's name, but it's like it's something to do with underwear too.
That's hilarious. I think that's super interesting that like
Yeah.
a series would decide like let's name a bunch of our characters off of like
Goku,
clothing and vegetables. I think that's really
Just a
funny.
bunch of
Goku and
Yeah, there's like a bunch
Gohan's
of inanimate
names
objects.
both have something to do with like eating. I don't remember exactly what.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's super cool though. So that's really exciting to hear that. Like I said though, there's a lot of awesome deals with Steam. They keep changing. Definitely check them out before it ends July 5th, because if you miss out, you're gonna be sad. Your wallet's probably gonna be happy, and you
Yeah.
might be happier in the long run.
If
but
you have
I mean,
to pay rent, just don't open your computer ever.
exactly, just don't touch your computer. But yeah, it's like I said, it's super awesome. But yeah, I guess we're gonna wrap it up. So thank you guys for joining us for another Lazy Wednesday podcast. Like we said, please check out our other projects, including Adventure Tuesdays and React Thursdays, spelled with a K, so that we don't
Copyright
get
save.
copyright saved.
Copyright save.
And yeah, if you enjoyed this, like and subscribe, because we love you guys and we're just having a great time.
He
so.
speaks for himself. I don't love you guys. I feel like we're just friends.
Oh, well, even if he friend zoned you,
I
I
feel
love
like
you
we're
guys
a
with
little
my
more
heart.
than friends.
We're reaching that. But yeah, and so I'd like to make a special shout out to Joe for joining us. I'm super
I
excited.
don't think you
for
have to
joining-
shout him out. He's actually sitting next
Well,
to
why
you.
don't
You
you
can just tell him.
Why don't you, Joe? We're
It-
thankful that you're here. Do you have anything else to say?
Joe's not going to listen to this.
Yeah, it should be. It should be just like under the table.
To you guys, it's already out, but we're looking forward to our next Adventure Tuesday because we feel like we worked on some stuff. We worked on
Oh
What's
yeah,
it?
that's
Kind
what
of
I.
the-
Yeah.
It's technically the first Adventure Tuesday because the other one was technically the
The pilot, yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully, I got enough footage
proof
for
of
that.
concept. Oh, we
I
got plenty
will.
of
Yeah.
footage.
No, there's
we got
great.
footage
There's a
coming out of our eyes.
Exactly. There's so much footage.
Like lasers, like
But-
too much
Dragon
footage.
Ball
Yeah,
lasers.
what was fun was like for us though, and I totally wanted to talk about this earlier, but now that Jacob brought it up, yeah, after watching and like doing the first adventure or Tuesday, it's exciting to see where this is gonna go, because we're definitely working on what we trying to create our own characters, create something for ourselves, trying to change up the style a little bit, work on who's filming what, how much each person has for film time and all that stuff. And I know I've been talking a lot this podcast, so I
every
kind of
podcast.
apologize.
It's just everything. You
Well,
just
then
talk
maybe
a
just
lot.
talk over me.
No, it's fine. There's
No, it's
nothing
fine,
wrong
dude.
with that.
Right.
I was
I'm
just- I
gonna
was just saying
I'm
you
gonna
talk
rip
a
out
lot.
your throat, Tim. I'm
Oh
sorry.
man, dang. All right,
Well,
try
Yeah,
to
us
Tim
rip-
quiet
is-
guys right here. We're
Yeah,
just gonna
we're-
hold a mutiny.
Yeah, it's actually gonna be a mutiny, and they're
if-
just gonna tape me down.
If
It's gonna be
Tim's
exciting.
not on the next episode,
We're
you
gonna
know what
we're gonna
happened.
tape Josh
Exactly.
and Tim down.
Yeah,
It's gonna be the Quiet Boys podcast.
Quiet Boys podcast.
Quiet Boys podcast.
It's just going to be ASMR, just
Yeah,
them
just-
breathing in a room for
Ooh,
30
baby.
minutes.
Exactly. Every once in a while, you hear someone just like sniffle, and that's it. There's no actual. Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no conversation at all. It's just,
Nothing.
How are you doing?
Yeah, really.
oh, you're really
uncomfortable
close to that
whispering.
microphone. Well, thank
Sorry.
you all for listening.
Yeah,
Tune in
absolutely.
tomorrow to hear the thing. Have a nice day.